Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I have a December daily process video and I am going to be working on days 6 and 7. For this first day, I got inspiration from Lail by Mail. Her December daily that she's done, she did a flip through on her YouTube channel of the pages that she's got done so far, and she had this exact paper with like a flip in, flip up. I don't know what you call it, but it reveals pictures and journaling and stuff underneath. So this photo is a meme. If you've been watching my channel or you are a patron of mine, you know that my family and I love memes. And this one is from a Christmas Vacation movie, and it says, "When someone tells me they don't like Christmas Vacation," and it's Clark Griswold sticking up the middle finger. So I thought that would be funny to add in here. And so what I did was I first cut a piece of 12 by 12 paper down to fit in my album, and punched holes in it. And then I took that 6 by 8 paper that says Holly Jolly Days on the front of it, and I scored it, I think at 1/2 inch on the end at the bottom and the top of the paper. And then I also cut the paper in the middle. And then the scoring will be where they kind of flip up and flip open. And I put really, really strong adhesive on the flaps, the pieces that are going to stay stuck to the paper. And so now I'm just working on putting some layers of pattern paper behind the photo. And I'm using 6 by 8 papers for this. I will have the products that I'm using linked down below in the description box. If you guys ever have any questions about what I'm using, most of the time, unless it's older product that I can't find anymore, I will leave it linked down below in the description. So now I have a couple layers behind the photo, and now I'm just trying to figure out what now. Because I feel like this is definitely not enough. So I thought I wanted to add some places where I could journal, because this is one of our family's favorite Christmas movies, and we actually just watched it yesterday when I'm doing the voiceover for this. We absolutely love that movie, and I'm sure we will watch it again before the season is over. So I'm going to take another piece of paper, but this one's from 6 by 8 paper pad. And this one has that same kind of green, and then it has lines. It's like a ledger paper, but I'm trimming it down to do my journaling on the flaps. So I never do my journaling on camera. I do it off camera. So when I do a final flip through, my journaling will be in there. So now I needed to embellish it. So I have this Christmas cheer collection from Pretty Little Studio, and I'm going to use some of it to embellish. I felt like it needed something on the flap to kind of keep it held down. And at first I thought I was going to use vellum stars, but I quickly realized I actually put them on there. I adhere them down, and I'm going to actually change it in a minute. I quickly realized that I needed something a little more heavy, something that would actually kind of keep it closed without putting something on it to keep it closed, because it needed to be on the side. It couldn't be in the middle, which I think would hold it closed a lot better if it was something in the center. But because it says Holly Jolly Days, I don't want to cover that up. You can see that it's not staying closed very well. So here in a minute I will change that. But now we're going to move on to the inside and do a little bit of embellishing on the inside. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of embellishing. Again, I think I said this in the last December daily video, but I'm telling stories, or just using pictures to tell stories. These aren't chronological days. These aren't the days that things happened. I don't do day one and this is what I did on December 1st. Sometimes the days will line up that way. Sometimes they don't. So, yeah. And I think that's okay. I think somebody actually commented on the last video and said that that's what they do, is they call them stories. And I thought that that was just that's such a brilliant idea. Instead of saying day one or day two, I love the idea of story one, story two, because I personally really like the look of the numbers on each day. So that makes more sense for me. So thank you to the person who left that comment. So I am doing some embellishing. I'm in the sticker book, one of the sticker books that I got from Simple Stories this year. And I think this one is the Holly Days collection, I believe. And I'm just going to do a little bit of embellishing. One of the stickers that I put up there says naughty or nice. I thought that was that worked for this picture. And then I'm going to use this little plaid banner to kind of layer up underneath the sticker with the Christmas tree on top of the car. I thought that also worked really well because of the movie. If you've never seen the movie, then you might not know, but I thought it worked really well. And then this little tiny word phrase sticker says home for the holidays. And I'm going to bring in these numbers from Pretty Little Studio to add the number 6. So this is going to be my 6th story in this album. And then I'm going to also bring in some enameled dots from my stash. And I'm going to just layer them up over top of this kind of floral piece. And I really, really, really love the way that this ends up looking. I love that. I think it's super, super cute. So then I realized, okay, this little vellum star is just not doing it for me. I'm going to need to do something different. And then I actually make the mistake of putting a number 5 on here, even though I've already done my 5th story. So I like to, if my mistakes aren't really, really long, I like to leave my mistakes in my videos just to show you guys that everybody makes mistakes, everybody messes up, and it's okay. Don't freak out. I kind of did there for a second because I glued it down with liquid adhesive and I like pushed it down good. And then I realized, I was like, oh no, it's not the 5th story, it's the 6th. So it did kind of rip up the paper. But I'm just going to cover it up with the 6 and it is all good and you can't even tell. I mean, if you look really, really, really close, you can in that one spot, but it's fine. So yeah, and that chipboard number just holds it down nicely. It really gives it a little bit of weight, and it overlaps on the bottom piece, and so it holds it down. And that is kind of what I was looking for. So I was trying to find something to put on top of these berries to add some dimension. Lael actually looks like she put some kind of like glitter glue on top of hers. So I decided to pull out this red glitter glue that I have in my stash. It's old. I don't know where I got it. I'm pretty sure you can get these from scrapbook.com now. Stickles, Nuvo dots or drops. You can use anything for to get kind of the same look. But it just adds some shimmer and I really, really like the way that that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and put that off to the side and let that dry completely before I do anything else with that because of that glitter glue. So next we are going to move on to story number 7, and story number 7 actually lines up on December 7th. So sometimes it happens that way, like I said, sometimes it doesn't. I am going to use a ton of adhesive here, and this is just my scrapbook.com adhesive, the double sticky tape. I like it. It works really well. I've used several rolls now of different sizes, and I really like it. So I went ahead and pre-cut the photo and the paper that I am backing it with. and this is my charcuterie board that I made. I had some friends come over, and this was the first time that I ever made a charcuterie board. So I definitely wanted to make this a large kind of statement photo. So I did print it quite large, and then I trimmed it down into not quite a whole circle because of this. I really felt like it was going to need some stability. So I end up making like a little hinge for it. And then I'm going to punch the holes through that. And then it's going to go through the hinge, the paper, and also the photo paper. So it's going to be, I feel like it feels more stable. It doesn't feel flimsy. And I really, really love it. I don't think I've ever done an element like this where I cut it into like a shape and had like a large photo like this. I really, really love the way that this looks in the album. I think it's super cool. And I also really like the hinge part. I think that it really gives it stability, and yeah, I really like it. So I am going to do my, oh, there's my trash. I'm going to do my embellishing just right on top. And this is story number 7. So I am going to have to put something on the back side of that Holly Jolly Days one that I just did for story number 6. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I think I have another photo from the 7th. I don't know, or I might just put a whole thing of journaling about the charcuterie board. And I actually invited over people that I've hung out with before, with like group, like we've all hung out as married couples, I guess, is that the right thing to say? But we've never hung out separately, like individually, like just with each other. So I had them come over, and it was just us women, and it was nice. It was so nice. So I want to kind of do some journaling about that. So I might do that on the opposite page of this. So I'm just layering up some stickers and the number 7, and I'm going to add not this. I realized it was way too big. I'm gonna add like a little circle, and then also word phrase that says holidays, and then some enamel dots. And then that is going to be my story 7. The story 7 came together quite quickly, just because there's really not a whole lot that you can do over top of this photo, because I didn't want to cover up too much. So that is it for today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave me a comment down below. I love hearing from you all. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to spread love and be kind. I hope that you all have an amazing day. Bye, friends.